the channel, Model Building Corner. I'm Joe. As you can see, I've got quite a mess going on here. While I was waiting for my phone to charge, I started messing with the garage, trying to put those C channels on there for the garage doors, and that wasn't going well, so that'll wait. But I started sanding on this thing, and I said, stop, record it. You know, I've got no patience, man. I stopped, and I'll get you in here. But first, Victor, what are you doing, buddy? So listen, I got a message from Victor, not a message, but a comment on one of yesterday's videos, and it was in Spanish. And normally at the bottom it says translate to English. Well, that one didn't say it, so I have no idea what he said. But I got a feeling, because I was able to make out one word. I go outside today, and there's a package at my door from Victor Martinez. Oh, his comment may have said, hey, stop saying my last name. I don't know. Sorry, Victor. But anyway, look what Victor sent me. Why, Victor? Check that out. You guys are so awesome. But Victor, I want you to send me either an email or send me a comment. What do you want me to do with this kit, buddy? Because there's no note, nothing in the box. 69 Pontiac GTO. You can build it as a stock GTO or as a Judge. So, Victor, this is what I'm thinking, buddy. I'm in a lot of group builds right now, but let me know how you want this car built. And I want to mail it back to you built. Alright, I've never mailed anybody a finished model before, except for Terry, but that's not even mailed yet. It's still sitting in the box on the top of my couch. But you let me know, Victor. I want to send this back to you finished as a token of my appreciation. Guys, you guys don't have to be sending me all this stuff. But one other quick note. I didn't go to work today. I was afraid to drive. So, you guys know I've been having issues with my blood pressure. It wasn't coming down. This Sunday, it actually was in the normal range. Once it was a little over. But Monday when I was driving, I was getting fatigued really bad. And I was fighting it. I mean, I was actually getting nervous because I couldn't keep my eyes open. So I checked my blood pressure yesterday when I got home a couple of times, and it's perfect. So the meds must be working, but I think something's dehydrating me because when I go to the bathroom, it's not a lot. It's very dark. I'm having trouble sleeping. I get like a twitching in my legs. So my ex-wife, she's super smart. I think I mentioned she runs the infusion center at our local hospital. She said, hey, it sounds like you're dehydrated. Start drinking water. So that's what I've been doing today. I got my water. But my blood pressure's been really good, but I'm not sleeping and I'm fatigued. So I was actually afraid to drive today because yesterday afternoon it was tough fighting it. So anyway, let me get you guys in here and I'll show you what I did and what I'm about to do. So, all right, like I said, don't mind the mess. I got a lot of stuff out. So, I sanded on the hood a little bit and wore through that decal. I'm not going to go any further because when everything's all said and done, I'm going to do a final dusting of maybe some brown and maybe some greens to give it a little bit of a mossy look. But, you know, just a fine dusting from far away with the airbrush. And again, I'm winging this, man, but I think that Joe from Joe's Rush Shop would approve, okay? Because I am so impressed with the way, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or whatever, but I've never done this before. And just using some of your techniques that I've seen on YouTube and not remembering exactly how to do it, not going back and actually watching, I started knocking that salt off this side. See, I still got a little bit right there, and that's the effect I was looking for. That the paint, see that? That it's all pitted and stuff. So I really like the way that looks. I started sanding on this. I got the pitting going on down here. All right, this was a added surprise when I started wet sanding. The blue was coming off and leaving white behind it. So I was thinking about going completely down and removing it completely. Maybe I'll do it on that side. Yeah, I think this side I was planning on removing it completely. Because that's going to eventually come, be all rust, no color left except for maybe behind those letters. But the way that this white is showing through, once I do that final dusting, I think that's going to look awesome. I don't know. You guys tell me. So, yeah. So I'm going to continue on this side and see what we get. So I started just doing this, knocking it off with my thumbnail. And of course I got to pull some of that. So let me do that real quick. Slice this right here. Knock that off. Knock that off. All right. So, with that said, I was going like this. I tell you, I want to do another one of these. And then I started with first I was starting with like 3,200, and that wasn't cutting it enough. So I think I went with 600. I just dipped it in my water. And I just started, not a lot because I don't want to lose that pitting. And that's what I'm looking for. So, hit a little bit over here. All right, now let's do this quarter panel and see what happens. Now with the decal, well, let me do the 600 first. I think on the decal I did 400, but let's see what happens here. See, I want that paint to... I almost didn't want to wipe it when it starts mixing the yellow and the brown and gets that rusty orange color. But I can always... Because I was thinking about blotting it and letting it dry. That's what I did here, but I really don't like the way those dried. But once I dust it, maybe it'll look fine. Who knows? So I want to get through this decal a little bit more. So I'm going to go to 400 and see what happens. Let me lower this. God. All right. I'm going to have to clear this entire table and completely wipe it down and maybe get a new cloth because I got salt everywhere. So this is like a Bob Ross painting. I mean, you can't screw it up. You don't make mistakes. You make happy accidents, and it turns into something that again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I've never done this before, and I am so liking the way it's coming out. See the way I just blotted that? And I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to use all the strength I have in my body to leave that alone and let that dry. I like that. So let's work on Twister. So again, I'm going to do 400 along the top. If I break through to any styrene, I'll touch it up, but that's not styrene. That's actually the decal backing, the white underneath the blue letters. See how that turns that orange, that orangey rust color? I mean, should I let that dry like that? Oh, I'm so tempted. No, I want to go deeper into that decal. So this is 400. It's not tearing the decal apart, but it's just taking the surface off. And if you noticed, that idea I was going to do with the dull coat, I don't need to, because it's not destroying the decal. That's what I was afraid of. I thought I was going to go right through the decal. So my idea was to put the dull coat just to build up a layer on top of the decal, so that as I'm sanding, I'm going through the dull coat and not the decal. So I'm just going to go further and further and see what happens here. Oh, I like that. Look at that. See? The decal's faded. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I want to do some sanding here, because the yellow was a little... Oh, I don't want to use 400 though on this. Let me do the 3200. The yellow was a little thin, so it was a little runny in spots, but you know, the car may have been parked in a spot where maybe this part didn't get a lot of sun. But should I do a little bit on the twister? I'll do a little bit at the bottom of the twister. Yeah, look at that. All right, let me go to 600 and do a little bit on this decal. Not a lot. Maybe I'll just put it back here a little bit. All right, like that. What was I using? 600. Do it on here. So a lot of you guys have been commenting, and I've seen on other videos that, you know, you say, hey, I've never done a rust bucket. I've never tried it. I mean, you can't go wrong. It seems to me like, you know, whatever process you want to use, just play with it and see what works, what doesn't work. And the stuff that don't work ends up, see, this is the stuff that doesn't work ends up looking decent. See, this is what I was talking about. I wanted to get more yellow underneath. Because the vinyl, in real life, the vinyl, I feel, would be like a protectant of the paint. So I'm going to continue that like that. And the sun finally started getting to the decal, but it had which in real life would be the vinyl, but it hasn't gotten to the paint underneath it. All right. So we want blue to show, we want white to show, and then we got the, what do you think? I'm loving it. Is that McDonald's? So I want to do the same thing here. Do I? Yeah, because, yeah, I want to do the same thing over here. Oh, look at that. The rust, the rot destroyed the window frame. Perfect. So let me show you my idea for the back glass. If I can figure out where I put it. Okay. So here's the back glass. Okay. I was going to try to, by the way, this was connected. I took it off because it's not going to have a front windshield. What I was thinking was going in maybe with my sprue cutter and trying to cut it down And I was thinking about the window just being smashed out and there's like a small trace left at the bottom. But I don't know if that'll look too thick. So I started thinking about I cut this piece out of a bubble wrap. And I was thinking about cutting it down and stuff. And, so gluing just, maybe if I keep it in the camera there. If I just glue it down along the bottom, and of course at the end this will also get the dusting. So, I don't know. I'll play with that. Got time. So, back on this. All right. So maybe this one. Oh, I think I was doing 600. That's why I went through it so fast. But I was thinking about maybe this one did start to go all the way through. Oh yeah. Whoops, see I went through primer. Man, that looks like, I don't know. I'll cover that with some more rust. But I'm leaving it. I'm not going any further with it. So, I think that this body is ready for the final dusting. I want to get some oranges in some of these areas. So I'm not going to touch it anymore. I was thinking about doing something with this because I grinded it from the top. So I wanted to do something with that. And I'm not sure what I want to do. But I mean, I guess I could always come in from the bottom and finish making a hole. I think that's probably what I'll do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because I don't like those scratches showing. And I think I had one back here too. The camera picks it up more, but this spot right here. So I'll probably come in from behind and also make this one wider. Get rid of those vertical scratches from my Dremel, my generic Dremel. That so far is performing. So, alright. Now I think I'm going to do what I was originally going to do because I got ahead of myself. I told you I'm a little antsy. I wasn't going to do this today. I was going to work on the suspension. Putting that together. So, let's set this aside and move on. Alright. I lied to you fellas. I'm not going to work on any suspension. Well, I might record it today, but I also have to do some organizing, and I got to arrange the group builds that I'm in. So what I'm saying is I'm going to end the video here because like I've mentioned before, I edit as I go along while I'm taking breaks and stuff like that. And I'm already at 18 minutes, and I was going to start editing this part down, but I was like, you know what? To me, it's good information to show the whole thing. So, hopefully you guys do enjoy it. I appreciate everybody, all my subscribers, my new subscribers. I'm almost at that mark. So, again, if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I try to keep it entertaining and exciting, and I do tend to ramble on and on and on, so I apologize for that. I do have Manny, I'm sorry, not Manny, but my subscriber Manny, who he doesn't have a channel. Sorry, buddy, I'm getting that shop card out to you. Victor, again, leave me a comment or email me. Let me know what your idea was for this car. Man, I appreciate you guys so much, this community. the way everybody looks out for each other and helps each other out. I mean, Mike sent me that car for the before we even knew that was the subject of the USAC group build. So because of Mike, I'm able to jump in on it. And then he went through his stuff so that he could join it, and then he found a third kit. And he mentioned in his video, if there's somebody that wants to get in on the USAC group build but they don't have the kit, he will send it to you. He wants to make sure that you are going to use it for the USAC group build. And I mean, it's great what these guys do for each other. And you know, I mean, if I had more of a stash and stuff, hell, I'd be doing the same thing. But anyway, so I want to leave it at that. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments, the likes, and I am so happy I started this channel when I did, because this is amazing. This is the most fun I've had in years. I'm serious. So appreciate everybody. Thank you.